Okay, so as now you have already know that we can record scenes, okay, with the help of custom like draggers here. Like I have added 4 draggers, and then if I don't want to record any one of these, I can turn it off and then I can turn it on. The best way to record is that, okay, record part by part. Okay, suppose if you are recording like your face, so record only the face and turn off all the others, so one by one, so it will become easier for you to record, because if you're recording everything at once, it will be hard for you to record. Okay, if you're done with the face, then you can uncheck the face, then you can work on the eyes, or if you can work on face and eyes and lip sync at the same time, you can do that. So it's up to you, but it's always better to record step by step, record part by part, don't record everything at once. Okay, so if you have 4 thing dragging, like I have 4 parts dragging, the hands and the legs, so I kept 4 dragger for each of the part. Okay, so when you record with this dragger, this hand, so what will happen, this dragger will be automatically it will become specifically, it will become the part of this dragger. Okay, then next time I will not drag this hand, I will drag this hand, and then this will be attached, linked to this automatically. Okay, so you don't have to do something to link that, automatically it will be linked. Okay, now let's see one more thing we have here. We have one thing which is called arm IK. Okay, now arm IK gives you these kind of settings. Okay, now let's see one by one all these settings, but before that, let me show you here. Arm K is not working right now. Okay, why it's not working? Because we made these draggers. Okay, and in the rig we made this dragger while we were in the Chloe option. We were here like we were in the Chloe like layer, this one. When we clicked here, when we clicked on the Chloe here, okay, in the rig, we created these 4 draggers. So the arm K also have to be here, but arm K is not here. Actually, the arm K is basically on the main root. This is the main root. If I click on it, you will see arm K is over here. Okay, but I kept the dragger here inside the Chloe. The reason why I did that, so that I don't have much more parts here. Usually you can keep it here inside the main Chloe one. Okay, so what I can do here is that I will go to the Chloe here. Okay, and then I can remove all these, okay, one by one. From here, now they all are removed from the Chloe layer. I will go to the main layer here, the main root, which is this one. Okay, the main project. So let me close all this so that you already know this is the main project. Okay, there are 9 behaviors. Can you see it says 9? So there are 9 behavior here. So I can press plus button here to add one more. So one dragger is here already, which can be for this hand. So I can add one more. Okay, and that can be you can say for the other hand, like I can go here, dragger. So it will add one more dragger. So I have 2 draggers. Okay, and then I will add one more dragger here, then one more dragger here. So I have here now total 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this dragger will be exactly the same thing that I was working on it before. Okay, so now the IK is working, the arm IK is working because I moved this dragger from Chloe to the main root. Okay, and I will turn on this one as well here. So suppose if I will hide all these 3 and start recording from the beginning, I removed all the recording. If I will start recording now, Okay, now I'm done with this. Okay, so if I will go here and play, it will record this one. Okay, now I will do is that I will uncheck this one, check the other one, this one, and start recording again. Okay, now I have two animation here, one for this dragger, other for this. Now I will uncheck this one, I will move to this one. Okay, this is for the leg. I will start recording again from the beginning. Okay, now I will go back, uncheck this one, record again. Okay, so now I can uncheck all of them because I don't want to record, and you can see that it is same as it was doing before. Okay, now some of the extra parts are here which you can remove, like you can see over here. Okay, why? Because I extended the recording, so, and there are some audios, extra audios here which you can delete because I forgot again to turn off my mic. Okay, so there should be no audio, and this all have to be same length, because while I was recording I was not able, like I was not keeping the track of it, so that's why some are like longer, some are shorter. Okay, this one I can delete, I don't want this one. Okay, this one also I don't want. This one I will press here and delete. So to delete, you just have to press delete button. Some are extra stuff here. This one, like this one is extra because I extended it. I don't want the extension here. I will delete. This one is extension. I will select and delete. This one is like, this is the camera input basically for the face. You can see the face. It is extended because while I was keep on recording, all these were checked. Okay, so as many time I recorded, they all were keep on recording all the time. So that's why I said the one that you don't want, uncheck them. Otherwise you will have a lot of layers here. Okay, so that's I don't want actually. So always make sure when you record, you have to uncheck the one that you don't want. Otherwise you will have all these layers like mine. So you have to manually delete the one that you don't want. Now I think it's fine now. Okay, so now you can see that it has been recording. Now, as I said, I don't want to play the whole thing. I want to just only play this part. So I will just drag it here. Okay, this playhead area. Now, if I will play it, it only will play this part. Okay, got it. Now, let's see what is ARM IK. Now, ARM IK will work now because the draggers are in the same layer. Now, what does the ARM IK do? It will work for the both hands. Okay, let's see one by one what are the options here. The first option here is the stretchiness. Okay, if I try to move, let me turn on these draggers so I can work. It's only for the arm. Okay, so if I want to move this, you can see that it's not stretching a lot because my stretching is right now 10%. What if I will make the stretchiness 100%? Okay, and now if I will try, you can see that it is stretching a lot. You got it? So if I will make it 10, it will not stretch a lot. Okay, if I will make it 0, so you can see that it's not stretching at all. You got the idea? No stretching will be there. But it's always better, you can keep a little bit stretchiness, maybe 10 is good. Okay, so it's not stretching like it was doing before, so it's all fine right now. Okay, now other thing over here is the elbow strength. Now elbow strength is 90 90% means how the elbow you want to bend. 90% is bending. If I will make it 100%, okay, so it will bend more. Okay, if I will make it 0, and if I will want to move it, you can see what is happening. It is moving, but it is all going crazy. Okay, so I don't want that. I want the elbow to have 90%, so it doesn't go crazy. Okay, so there will be a link to it. Now I have here auto band, auto arm band. Auto arm band means, like, suppose if I will moving here, okay, just see my elbow. If I move up, it bends out, like, in this upward direction. If I move down, it will bend in the downward direction. Okay, automatically it bends. Okay, so that's the auto bending over here. Okay, now if the auto bending is not checked, okay, and if I try to do that, you can see that it's not bending. Okay, it looks very crazy, which is not right. Okay, so it should not bend in this direction, it should be bent in opposite direction. So I have to turn it on. When I turn it on, now it is fixed. So it goes up, it's fine, it comes down, it's fine. So that's the best thing about the auto arm bend. If you're not doing auto arm bend, then you can check any one of these manually if you want to fix it, but I don't want that. I want to keep it auto bend. Now smooth transition is 100%. That means if I go up or down, so when it flips, when it does the auto bend, it do 100% smoothness transition. If you don't want that, if you want more smoothness, you can increase it to 200%. So it will be more smoother when it will go. You can see that becoming very smoothly changing. But if it is 0, okay, or 1, so you can see that it snaps. Can you see? It snaps. There is no transition. It's not smooth. So I will keep it 100%. So it is a nice movement here. Can you see that? Now it's not snapping, nicely transitioning. Okay, 200% will be more. So this is what the arm IK will help you to do that. So now my hand does not look more like a spaghetti like it was used to be before. Okay, but we don't have such thing for the legs. So we cannot do anything with the legs. So it will be as it is. So in the newer version, there might be a limb IK. They might release the limb IK in the next few versions. Okay, but right now it is basically in this in this way it is fine. Okay, so this is how it will actually like this is how the arm IK works. Is it clear? Now one thing we will notice here, we have different kind of you can say these triggers. Okay, now what are the triggers? We will learn that in the next class more in detail, but as I changed my character in Photoshop, so it might not work. Okay, so yeah, some of them will work, some of them will not work, but let's see. There is a trigger here called blink. In the blink, it says B for blink. If I press B for blink on my keyboard, so it will blink. Okay, manually. Like right now, I'm doing with my webcam. If you can see, when I open and close my eyes, it is blinking. Okay, but if you don't want that, maybe if you don't have a webcam, you can use triggers like this. You can do your own. Okay, other thing is that we have here in the eye option here, okay, eye gaze, we have here these kind of settings. Okay, so in here we have the mouse, and right now I have camera input. That means I am using my camera, but if you don't have a camera, you can use your mouse and touch input. What does the mouse and touch input will do? Suppose if I click here, okay, with my mouse, so you can see that it is moving with my mouse. Okay, is it clear? So if you don't have it, or I can use my keyboard to look left or right, up or down. Okay, but I don't want that. Sorry, that one was for the mouse input only. Now let's see with the keyboard. So I will uncheck the mouse. Now if I will press my keyboard arrow keys left or right, so you can see it is moving with the arrow keys on my mouse, on my keyboard, with my keyboard. So it's playing with my keyboard. I'm changing the things with my keyboard. This is very useful if you don't have a camera. Okay, so you can use the camera, the keyboard input. Okay, and there are some strength and there are some other parts over here. Okay, and here we have our like face here. Okay, we will go with this, all of it, in detail. Okay, right now, so there is a pose to pose movement. Pose to pose movement means, like, right now it's not pose to pose, it's performance based. Okay, so when I move my head, it moves with it. Okay, exactly. But when I turn it on, like pose to pose 100%, so what will happen if I move my hand? So it will move with the head one time, and when I move it back, it goes with like that. Then I move it to the other side, it will move like that way, and it will drag. So what it is doing, it's making a keyframe. So I can make a keyframe as many the keyframe I want. Like suppose, okay, here if I will do, let me remove this one. If I will start recording here, okay, so if I go here and then move back, and then if I go to the other part and then here. Now if I will stop my recording, and let's see how the recording is. Let me make it one bigger. Okay, so what actually happened when I was moving with the pose to pose, it doesn't show the whole animation just like that. What it do is that it just follows my head as a keyframe option. It does not move. So like the camera. So if I will turn it 0, so now it will exactly move with the camera. So this is pose to pose. Basically, it helps if you are doing a faster recording. Let me delete all this. I don't want all this to be there. Okay, so this is what the pose to pose will do here. Now, other thing we have here is the smoothing. Smoothing, as you know, right now 15%. It's very smooth. Everything will be smooth. Okay, if I will make it 0, it will be not smooth. It will be quite snappy or something like that. So 15, I will keep it. Head position strength, right now 100%. It's moving exactly in the 100% rate. If I will change it to something around 0, okay, so it will not move with 100% rate. Okay, it will move like snappy, or it will be like that. Then I have here head, like this one is for head position. Like suppose if I'm going up, going down, going up, going down, this is the position. So if I will make it 0, so if I'm going up, you can see that it's not going up. Okay, because I made the position 0 rate. Okay, if I will make it 200, so if I will go up, it's more getting, okay, it's kind of like working. So this is about the position. Okay, so I will keep the position 0. Now head scale. Now what is the head scale? Right now I'm going forward to the camera and I'm going backward from the camera, so nothing is happening. If I will make the head scale strength is 100%, if I go to near and go far, okay, so it will become bigger or smaller just like that. But 100 is too much. Maybe I can make it 25%. Okay, and then you can see that it's much more better. Or 50, let's see. No, 50 is not that good. 25 is fine. Okay, now this is the tilt strength. When I tilt my head, right now it is 75%. If I will make it 0%, and when I try, You can see that it's not working. So if I will make it 200%, which is much more, so it is tilting too much, more than what I'm doing. Okay, so I will make it maybe 100%. Okay, so it's tilting like this. 75 it was there, but I don't like 75. I want maybe 100%, a little bit more. Now if I move my eyebrows, you can see that it is moving on the character as well, because the eyebrows is 100 like 75%, which is good, which is fine. Okay, eyelid strength. Okay, this is the eyelid. Eyelid is also 100%, which means it's complete when I close my eyes or when I move my eyes. So for that works. Now mouth strength is like 0 right now. Mouth is here. So actually if I will make it 100, so you might not see it like a lot changing, but when I'm talking down, you can see that how it is changing. Okay, the character is wide opening the mouth, and it's changing like it's kind of looks like a crazy talk, like she's excited or something. Okay, so I will keep this one 0, and now if I am talking, so it's normally talking, the mouth is not opening wide. Okay, it's a little clear. Parallax right now is like when you do like a 3D-ish of follow. We will move to it when we will move to the parallax exercises. This is for individual eyelids. Okay, sorry, individual eyebrows. So I don't want to change it. It's like, suppose if your right eyebrow you want to move more, so you can change any one of these accordingly. Now here, move eyebrows together. So if I move both them together, so you can see that both are moving together. But if I don't want, and right now I'm moving my both eyebrows together. Some of you can move one eyebrow, okay, like this one. So you can see this eyebrow is moving. Okay, so for that you can do this, but it's for those who can move your one eyebrow. Replacements here, blink eye together. So if I uncheck this one, and I can wink, I can open one eye. Okay, so but I don't want that. I want to keep it both eyes move together. So this is what you have in the face. Okay, dragger already you know, eye gaze you know. Now we will move to the lip sync. In the lip sync, we have here audio input. Okay, so our lip sync is all about the audio input. Jaw movement, manual jaw adjustment, actually we don't have it clear activated right now. Okay, because we don't have a jaw, what we have is a mouth. So when we will move to the jaw exercise, like when we will create a jaw, there you will understand more about what is a jaw movement. Okay, now we have here physics. Already we have gone through the physics. Now let's go to the transform, and we have already gone through the transform. Now let's go to the triggers. So we have trigger inputs. That's all we have here. Replays. Okay, we already have these replays here, so we will see whatever there are. Okay, so now let's continue with this. So blink, if I will do blink, if you don't have a camera, let me turn off my camera here. Now I cannot do anything with the camera. So if I press B on my keyboard, you can see that it is moving. Okay, because this is here. Now this is not it's not automatic. This doesn't come with the character animator. You have to create this, and in our trigger exercises in the later classes we will learn about this. Now here we have flip. Flip says 1. Look at the hands right now. If I press 1, you can see that this hand flips. Okay, this one, which is the left hand. Now if I will do 2, number 2, which is the point, so if I press this, you can see it points. Okay, now if we will talk about the right hand here, the right hand number is 3. If I press 3, it will flip. Number 4, if I press, it will point the right hand finger. Now lids. Right now I have eyelids. If you will check my character, it have eyelids. But if I will press number 5, you can see that there is no eyebrows, or like there's no eyelid, and you can see the eyes looks wide open. So this is what an eyelid helps you to create. Okay, without, she looks surprised. With, she looks normal. Okay, so if you press number 5, you can hide or unhide. This is all created by the character, and next class, in next classes, we'll learn all this. So don't worry about if you don't know how to create this. Number 6, it says upset. Right now, she's happy, normally talking. If I will press number 6, remember I told you about there is a layer inside the Photoshop which was alternative mouth. So this is the alternative mouth here. Okay, so you can see how the alternative mouth is like working here. Okay, now I don't want that. I will press 6 again, so she will become happy. Okay, now arm poses. Now arm poses, these are called replays. Okay, if you go here, these are the replays. Okay, what are these? These are short animation which you turn them into trigger. Now there is Q. If I press Q on my keyboard, you can see it moves the hands on the hips. Okay, if I press W, it waves. Okay, the character waves. Now E, it point the right, like it do the right hand point. Fold it. If I press R, it folds the arm. Okay, T, if I press, it scratches the head. Okay, R, if I Y, if I press, it raises the hands. Okay, U, if I press, so it will point on the left point. So this is all the like these things that is being done by the art. Like you can do that with your character. Okay, so that's how you do it. Let me turn off my webcam here. Okay, now here on the bottom we have here controls, and all these are here as well. Okay, so it's more easier. It says all the number here, 1 if you will press, 2 if you will press, 3 if you will press, T, U. Okay, and you can do one thing, you can press here and you can press here as well. Okay, so this is how it can work from here as well. Okay, let me turn off my webcam because it will, or let me uncheck this and turn it on. Because I have to reset this. To reset, you have to turn off these, the draggers, and turn it on, because I moved the hand, so it wasn't reset. Okay, now you can see it's fine. Now it's working because I reset it. Okay, so if I press these, it will do the same thing. So I have here layout. Then this is performed. Then I have layout here, layout number. Okay, now what is the layout? I can move them like the way you want. Okay, so suppose if you are recording a video, so you're recording at okay, and let me turn on this. Okay, I'll turn it on, perform. Okay, now I'm recording and I can press this button and it is doing the same thing here. Okay, and then just like this, because maybe sometimes you don't remember this. Okay, other thing you can do is that you can take the control out, you can put somewhere here, so you can have this one as well and this one as well. Okay, so you can use any one of these. Let me put here somewhere down. Okay, but you know my screen is not that big, so I cannot get this nicer view. If you have a dual screen, you can put one screen here and one screen here. So this is how your triggers usually work. Now let's do some animation here. Let me uncheck this, check them again to reset. Okay, now what I will do is that I will do a recording. Now this recording is basically will be based on you can say speed. You can see here I have a speed. Okay, if I click here, I have recording speed 1, which means normal. Okay, so if I will record here, So I'm moving my head normally and everything normally I'm recording here. I will stop. Okay. And when I will play, you can see. So I'm moving my head normally and everything normally I'm recording. So I'm moving my head normally and everything normally I'm recording. Now, if I will go here in this this speed mode, I have playback speed. I have recording speed. So recording is for recording, playback is playback. This is one is normal. Now let me make it 0.25 and let's see how it plays. So you can see it is very slow. Okay, so it's playing very slow. So I will turn it on back again, and let me do one thing here. Let me delete all these recording and create another recording. And this time what I will do is that I will record uh, with a slow speed 0.25. So that means if I will act slow, it will act normal. Okay, so this will help me because sometimes what happens when you start recording in the character animator, you lose your track because everything is happening fast. So if you don't want that, you can decrease your recording speed, okay, and take your time while you're recording. Okay, now I can be a little slow, and then I can move my hands. I have enough time to do the stuff because everything is very slowly doing that. Okay, clear? But when I will play, because the play will be normal, because I just decrease the speed of recording, not the playback speed. Now if I will go and play, okay, so that means it recorded very slow and it's playing very fast. So what I need to do is that I have to go here in the playback speed also, and I have to play with the same speed. Now I can be a little slow, and then I can move my hands. I have enough time to do the stuff because everything is very slowly doing that. Okay, so this is one way of recording with the speed. So let me delete all these stuff. I don't want these. Okay, now I will increase this play ahead so it can record a little bit more time. Okay, now here I can turn on like recording and everything. I will make it back to 1. Okay, now let's see how we can record the transformation. I will go to the Chloe now first. Okay, and then I can do one thing, and also I can do one thing here. I can uncheck this red dot on the Chloe, and I will check it on the mountain. So let's play with the mountain animation first. Now I will go to the here, because mountain will only work with the transformation. There is no eyes or something for the like all these puppet tracks on it, because it's not a puppet, it's a simple image. So transformation I will work. I will press Control on my keyboard, click any one of these, so everything will be unchecked. I will go and only check with the transform. Now what I will do, I will play with my position. So I will move this one little bit down here. Oops, what I'm doing. Okay. And then I will go in the position. Okay. And then I have these options here. Enable parameter recording, create hold replay and trigger, create blended hold replay and trigger, add to control point, push value to source puppet, reset to puppet settings. Okay, so these are different settings, but here what I'm interested in is in the position Y. So if I go to the position Y and press this stopwatch, you can see there is a keyframe here, just like we have the keyframes in After Effects, or we have the keyframe in the Adobe Premiere. So what I will do here is that I will click over here, move a little bit to the other side. Okay, that may be here, and then I will start moving my the background upward, and you can see that I got this another keyframe automatically over here. So now if I will play, you can see that it will play just like this. So you can play with the keyframes as well. You just have to press the stopwatch. Same thing I will do with my with the Chloe. Okay, so I will go with the Chloe. Okay, layer over here, and actually you don't have to press the recording button, so it doesn't matter if you're pressing the record or not. Okay, now I will go to the Chloe. I will uncheck everything, and I will only check this transformation. Go here, position, stopwatch, and again let me do one here. Oops. To pan around in the character animator, you have to press middle mouse button, then you can pan around, not like Photoshop or Illustrator. In Photoshop, Illustrator, you press spacebar. Here you cannot press spacebar, you have to press the middle mouse button. Okay, now what I will do here is that I already made the keyframe here. I will move this character down. Okay, so it is here. Now I will go a little bit forward till this one. You can see that the keyframes I can move back and forth. So I will go to this keyframe where I have for the mountain. Same location where I have on the mountain. I can bring my Chloe upward. Okay, and you can see there is a new keyframe there now, somewhere here. So it will look like the Chloe is moving with the mountains. Okay, so other thing I can do here is that I can make the mountain speed a little low, like instead of moving it right on the top, what I can do, I can go to the mountain and a little bit down. So when they are moving, you can see that there is a little bit parallax. Okay, you can see that it's look kind of 3D-ish. Now what I can do here is that I will go back to my Chloe. Okay, make this thing fit in, and while it is recording, what I can do is that I will turn off my transformation. I can turn on my like arm, IK, all of it, eye gaze also, face also, lip sync also, triggers also. Move the hands down. Okay, and then let me set those, and then I will start recording again. Now see, I have also physics. I have only turned off my transformation. Okay, let me move the hands back, because whenever you do some changes, it goes back to its position. Now if I will start recording, it will record with the hands down. Okay, and only transformation is not recording. So this movie is now animating, and you can see that how it is working. Okay, now I have recorded till here. I can again start recording, but the hands are moved, so I have to pull the hands here back. So I have continued my recording now, and this is how you can continue the recording. So I have recorded in two different ways, and you can see that it is snapping. Can you see that hand is snapping? Because it got paused. So what I can do here is that I can go to the draggers. Okay, basically this is the left hand. On the top part, the smoothness, if you know this, I can drag this one a little bit here. Okay, so there will be a smooth transition just like this. Okay, I can drag this one here. Here I don't have anything. Okay, press this one. Now if I will play, you can see that. So this movie is now animating, and you can see that how it is working. So I have continued my recording now, and this is how you can continue the record. So this movie is now animating, and you can see that how it is working. Okay, so this is how you can do the recording. The transition is not smooth because it's not that, yeah, it cannot reach, that's why. So I have to, yeah, now it will be smooth. If I will play now, how it is working. So I have continued. No, it's not still. So I have to manually move over it. Now it's fine. Okay. Now it's not that. Anyways, little bit you have to do the changes here. Then still it is not. You just have to do some adjustment. Then it will be not snapping. Okay. So I will keep this as it is like this. Okay. Now it's better. Okay. So this is how you can do that. One thing here, you can edit them in Photoshop. Oh, sorry, and you can bring them into Premiere or in After Effects, and you can do the you can do the compositing over there as well. How you can do that? Suppose I don't want the background. It's better not to keep any background here. Okay. You can go to File, save your project as. Okay. See whether you're saving it here. So I can write here for Premiere and After Effects. Okay. So wherever you want to save it, it is saving now all the files. Now it is saved. Okay. Now I can go to Premiere. I can create a new file. Okay. And once the new file will be created, I can easily import this there. Okay. Now you can see I am on the Premiere, and inside the Premiere, I will like select this one. Okay. And then I can go to import. I can go here, import, and then I can go to my documents where I have Adobe Character Animator. Here is the for Premiere AE file. Here is it in the folder. I can open it up, import it. It will start creating a dynamic link. When it is done, then I will choose this one, scene, press OK. Still importing. Once it is done, it will be inside my project window. Then I can drag it here. Okay, once I will drag it here, and you can easily fix it if you want. If I play this. So this movie is now animating, and you can see that. Okay. So you can do some editing here if you want, any kind of editing, whatever you want here. Okay, so this is how you can bring in the Premiere. So let me close the Premiere and let me show you how you can do it in After Effects. You can make a new project. You can bring it here, import it. Okay, Documents, Adobe, After Effects, Character Animator for Premiere, and press this one, import. And then it's doing the same thing what it did in the Premiere. Okay, select this one, press OK. And then you can bring that into new composition here. And you have your scene over here. It's not quite animating right now because there are some settings that you have to turn it on. Okay, then it will start animating, so don't worry about that. Later on we will go like through that, but just as how you can import your file over here. Okay, so next class, because like there are some other stuff that we have to bring it. So once we will move to the editing part, or like exporting, importing and playing part, you will learn about that. So basically it will work, but issue is that you can see that it is working, but I have to render it. Okay, so you will see it is rendering right now. It will take little time. Okay, it depends on the computer, and it's working here. Same thing in Premiere, it will work, but actually you have to render, then it will work. Like it will play. Okay, now there is nothing in the background. You can put whatever you want in the background because it is without a background. Easily you can put whatever you want in the background. You can add a real video or whatever video is there. Okay, so this is how you can bring in the Photoshop in the After Effects or Premiere. Okay, you can use any one of the files here. There is no, I think there's no file here. Let me show you here. If I can make a new layer, solid background, okay, or maybe a red color background, and put it behind her layer, so you will notice that you, there's a background. So easily you can put the background as you want in Adobe After Effects. You can do the editing, you can do the effects, you can do effects in After Effects, and you can do editing in the Premiere. And as per the quality, if I go to the 100%, you can see the quality is really good. So this is how do you do the the final output from the After Effects and from the Adobe Premiere, basically. Okay, so I hope you have understood about this. Before I end up the class, is there any question regarding this session? Okay, so next class we will move to the other parts. Okay, and then we will see that we have more of the stuff here. Okay, and we will have more things to cover. We will cover the triggers in our next session, in the next class, and see what are the triggers which I showed you here, the fingers when she was pointing and those kind of things. And then we will move to the replays. What are the replays? And we'll see how to work on the replays. Replays are basically same thing as triggers, but basically they are kind of a more advanced, because they are short videos which plays when you press any button. Okay, so guys, take care, and if you have any questions, you can leave in the comment section, you can message me, and all the other things. So take care, and we will meet in our next class. And yes, before leaving, one more thing I have to tell you about the Premiere and the After Effects when you're working with the layer. So if you do any changes here, if I have imported in the Adobe Premiere, and if I do any change and save the file, automatically it will be changed inside the Adobe Premiere and After Effects. So it is linked. So it's much more better if you do in this way. Save it here, then work in Premiere. If you do any changes here, it will be also changed in the Premiere. Okay. So guys, take care, and we'll meet next time with a new topic.